Honorable Speaker, I rise to request for a statement regarding delayed operationalization of administrative units in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for of administrative units in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding operationalization of administrative units in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, administrative units are critical in ensuring essential government services are accessible to the citizenry. On 17th March 2022, the then Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, via Gazette Notice number 2969, established several administrative units in Isiolo County to enhance the coordination of the functions of national government. The units include Oldonyiro and Sericho sub-counties, Moliti, Jaldesa, Chafes, Checheles, Lafe, Duse, and Kiwanjani locations, and Moliti, Karsa, Kone, and Chafes sub-locations. During his visits to Isiolo County in 2022, 2023, and 2024, the former Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration gave an assurance that the administrative units will be operational by end of 2024. However, this is yet to be done, and residents of Isiolo continue to travel long distances to access government services. The operationalization of these units will provide an opportunity for socio-economic development through recruitment opportunities for the youth, institutions such as Kenya Defense Forces, National Police Service, Kenya Forest Service, Kenya Wildlife Service, and other government departments. Honorable Speaker, it is against this backdrop that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. 1. Status update on the operationalization of newly created administrative units in Isiolo County that were gazetted in March 2022. And 2, measures the ministry is taking to fast-track the process, including a clear timeline for their operationalization.
I just want to joyride on the statement, on the request for statement, and ask that when the chairman stands to address the issue, kindly not to limit himself to Isiolo, because this is a matter that is affecting many parts of Kenya, including my own constituency, so that we do not know, we would like to have clear timelines. Some people read these things sometimes in different ways, but I think it's good for the statement to come out clearly that operationalization is due to some aspects that the ministry knows. Because if you limit itself to Isiolo, it may not bring the picture to the whole country.
Mr. Speaker, there are so many administrative units. Some dated back almost 3 years ago since they were gazetted, and they have never been operationalized. And Mr. Speaker, number 2, I think there is need to have a policy. There is need, Mr. Speaker, I want the chair of Internal Security and the committee, Mr. Speaker, there is need to have a policy for creation of administrative units. Because, Mr. Speaker, you will find that any cabinet secretary who gets into that office creates so many administrative units in their village and gazettes in their village. They gazette their villages into districts. They gazette their locations into divisions, and they are doing it without budget. There is nothing. We have so many across the country, Mr. Speaker, and it requires that even before now, the current cabinet secretary, maybe gazettes and others, there is need to operationalize, Mr. Speaker, those which are there now. Otherwise, you will find there is a precedent, Mr. Speaker, where every CS who comes in, they do their own things and they leave. So, Mr. Speaker, I want the committee, as even as they respond to this, there is need this House to come with a regulation, policy on what guides or which guides the creation of administrative units in the country. I support the statement, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would like also to join right on the same statement. And I would like just to say one thing, Honorable Speaker, to request the committee in charge to ensure that there is sufficient budget. Because even when we speak and ask all these questions, I have been to the office several times, and they say, okay, we have gazetted, but we don't have budget for operationalization. So I would like to request the Tongoyo committee to ensure, as we debate this financial year estimates and the budget, to ensure that they have consolidated all the units that have been gazetted and budget for their operationalization. Today, Honorable Speaker, I have like 5 chiefs and assistant chiefs who were actually installed, but they cannot get salary because there is no budget. And this is all over. You know, I received a call from the people of Magarini. They say they have 5 chiefs and 7 assistant chiefs where they have been appointed, chiefs have been installed, and they are not getting salaries. This is very dangerous for a country. My friend Leto is telling he has 26 chiefs and when that have been installed, and there's no budget, so they're not getting salaries. It will enable corruption, and it will make these guys not even work properly. So, the Tongoyo committee, please, before you approve any budget for that department, ensure money has been set aside to pay the chiefs and also to operationalize the administrative units that have been gazetted and created. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Those are enough joyriders. Yes, Nicholas, what is it? Nicholas Ngikor.
Mr. Speaker, I just want also to echo my voice on the issue of administrative units. Mr. Speaker, in Turkana East, we are facing the same challenge of the administrative units, whereby the sub-county of Sukuta, which was created, and it is now operational. It is only the DDC who is there. There's no ACCs, no chiefs, and all these were gazetted together. I don't know how can they force only the DDC. How can this DDC work without the his assistant chiefs and assistant chiefs? Mr. Speaker, this is where we do the budget for all these ministries, including the Ministry of Interior. It is the time for this House, instead of us asking these questions every time, it is us now to have the budget in place so that these officers can be down there so that they can assist the public on the issue even of security. Like now, for example, in my constituency, people, they are facing a lot of security because we don't have also officers on the ground. But having them there, we can minimize even this issue of insecurity in those areas. Mr. Speaker, it is an issue which is supposed to be addressed, and we help the public to get services closer to them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You.
Honorable Speaker, as you actually rightly put it, the interest is so much.
Yes.
And I want to respond as follows, Honorable Speaker. I want to respond to give a comprehensive response first week when we come from recess. But at the same time, Honorable Speaker, I want just to confirm that we did actually discuss with the Honorable Member, Honorable Bonaya, and I did confirm that when we were having the BPS, we had the ministry, the CS, and we actually, the committee actually interrogated on the same. And I want actually for record to confirm, Honorable Speaker, as we wait for the comprehensive, response from the ministry, Honorable Speaker, I want to confirm for the House, as it is, the ministry had since confirmed that we have got 24 sub-counties which are ready for operationalization. We have got about 88 divisions. We have got about 318 locations. We have got 674 sub-locations. And in this supplementary budget, we had availed about 284 million for the same. But Honorable Speaker, I'm sure if you will have given more time, you will have gotten a lot of riders on the same. And the issue has been always money, resources. This House appropriate resources, Honorable Speaker. Yesterday, when we were sitting in the liaison committee, I was really pleading to these members to give something like $500 million shilling. Then we can able to operationalize all the gazetted units. And at the same time, we had actually already put across a very strict recommendation so that the ministry should be able to have a very clear policy henceforth on creation of new gazettement of new units. So, Honorable Speaker, I know we are still in the process of even approving the supplementary budget. If this House see it fit, give the ministry some money, $500 million shilling, plus the 284, we can operationalize majority of your units.